Let me know. 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 Hello, I'm April and Drew, and welcome to my video. In this video, you will watch me create the Aaliyah fan art, who happens to be one of my favorite music artists. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm now in Adobe Illustrator and I'm tracing one of my favorite photos of Aaliyah, and I chose it because it looked like a simple tracing. I didn't want to aim too high for the first attempt because it's my first time ever attempting to do an Aaliyah fan art, and I don't know why I waited so long. I've been a fan of her since 1996, from the first time I heard her on the radio. I started off by tracing this photo in Adobe Illustrator, and then once I finished at that phase, I move over to Adobe Photoshop. It's pretty similar kind of steps with my other past fan arts. If you've seen my past videos, it's pretty much like the same step, especially when compared to like the Hachan fan art I did. It's pretty much the same step. I traced the picture, then open up the outline that I had created into Adobe Photoshop, and there is where like I color it in and do my shading and try to match the real life photo in Adobe Photoshop. So yeah, it's like advanced coloring book type shit, Yeah. I'm really proud of how it came out. I wasn't expecting to look as decent as it does. I'm not trying to be like pat myself on the back too hard, but I was really afraid I was gonna mess it up. Like I was nervous. This is the first time I ever was nervous while creating like a fan art or depicting somebody. Like I was so afraid, like especially when it came to like her nose. I was just like, me and this mouse, it was just, whew. When one of her songs said, take your time, don't move too fast. Like, me and the mouse was taking our time because, oh my God, it was just every little centimeter of just moving, just very careful, very delicate movements with me and the mouse just to make sure I don't fuck it up, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm definitely very, very happy with how it turned out. And I just like, wow, I was even like surprised, like I did this. I can't believe I did it. Even though it's like, oh, I just traced it in Photoshop, but it's really like the shading and the brush tool that really like I felt like I impressed myself with. Like, wow, to see the growth. And I look forward to doing more Aaliyah fan arts in the future. And of course, like on my fan art, you can find my finished fan art product like being sold on products like t-shirts and bags and phone cases and various items on my official online store at aprilanddrew.com. Check it out. All the shirts is $25, and the shipping is $1.50 for standard and $1 for economy, if economy is offered for that actual item, and free shipping for orders $50 and up. So check it out. You also can hit me up and email me on aprilanddrew with an S at gmail.com. If you want to contact me, if you have any requests, if you just, I don't know, fuss me out, whatever it is you want to talk about, you can reach me on my email, aprilanddrew with an S after the W at gmail.com. Creeping through the fog, who that y'all? AALIYH. Creeping through the fog, who that, y'all? Aaliyah. I got the beats for the streets. Everything I make is so unique. Hey, hey, if you're down with me. If you step to me, there's no need. I remember the first time that I heard Aaliyah. It was on the radio, 99 Jams, here in South Florida, 1996. It was late 1996, like around the fall time. And I remember hearing this soft voice on this kind of like hard, kind of, I don't know, aggressive in a way, hard beat. And it's like, who is this? I never heard anything like that before. And mind you, I'm like 6, 7 years old at the time. And I'm like, who is this? What is this? And I mean this in the most complimentary way possible. It it was amazing. It just like it blew my mind, my young ass mind. I was just like, who is this? The song was called If Your Girl Only Knew. And it haunted me. Because like I said, nothing on the radio at that time sounded like that. Nobody was singing like that over a beat like that, you know. And the beat didn't sound like any beat out there. It was very ear catching. And I mean, this is at the time, this is before social media, when music had to be good, you know what I'm saying, to even just be played on the radio. Like people fighting to be on the radio at this time still in the 1990s. But it was just, I definitely remember the first time I heard an Aaliyah song. And I know that wasn't her first song she put out, but it was the first song I remember growing up in the 90s, the first song I heard by her. And that was in 1996, If Your Girl Only Knew. I was just like, I'm still, when I think back about it, it's like, it was so fascinating. It really captured my attention at such a young age. I'm 6, 7 years old. And I was just like, I couldn't forget it. I couldn't get the song out of my head. I had to hear more. I had to know more. That's what captured my interest in Aaliyah, and I've been a fan ever since. From the first time I saw like Aaliyah music video, heard her voice, I was inspired. You know, her style, the way she dressed, the tomboy style, the way she rocked her hair. And I'm talking from the era of the 1 in a million era, because that's the era that I was introduced, that I'm old enough to remember. You know, I was born in 1989, so I was a 90s kid, and I don't remember the, age ain't nothing but a number era. I don't remember that era at all. But I do remember the 1 in a million era with her and Timberland and Missy Elliott, those three working together. And then that's and Genuine. That's the era that I was introduced to when it came to Aaliyah. But yeah, she was extremely inspiring to me as a young girl. And I'm sure, and from what I've seen, a lot of people were inspired by her too at that time. She was very, in my opinion, very iconic. And I just think she's just so dope, and without trying. Like, she had this sexy swagger, effortlessly just beautiful and sexy and chill, and just had a dope personality and sense of style and approach to singing and executing lyrics. It's just absolutely just amazing. And her absence from music. It's felt like I felt it, and I was crushed when I found out. When I found out that she died, I was so like I was devastated. And I remember what I was doing. Okay, so my mom told me, is the one who told me that she died, but my mom didn't know who she was. So I was playing the Sims game, if you know, and I was playing the Sims, the OG version, the first Sims franchise, whatever, the first one. And I was, playing that PC game, and my mom walked into the room and she was like, "Oh, I just found out that this gospel singer died in a plane crash. It's so sad. She was so young." And I was like, "Gospel singer?" And I was like, "What's her name? Like, what happened?" Like trying to get more details. And my mom was like, "I don't know. They're talking about it right now." And so she walked away, and I followed her out into the living room. And it's a picture of Aaliyah on the TV screen in front of a picture of a plane crash photo. And they talking about how Aaliyah and all the other people on board with her died in a plane crash in the Bahamas. And I was just like saying to myself, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Aaliyah. She died. That's horrible." It was so shocking. Like, I was just like, "What the fuck?" But I'm saying to myself, she ain't no damn gospel singer. Well, my mom was not like hip to what was like when I guess you can say circular music. She wasn't like, it's at least not at that time in her life. And rest in peace to my mom too, by the way. I don't really talk about it too much, but my mom, she passed away back in 2018. But yeah, I remember this was back in 2001, and it was like a few days after my birthday. And the Sims game is one of my birthday gifts I had, and I was playing it. And that's like, my mom is the one who told me indirectly, without really realizing she was telling me. She's the one who told me that Aaliyah died. And I don't know if it was a Sunday or what when I found out, but I think it was on the weekend or something. But I could be wrong. But yeah, that's how I found out Aaliyah died. And to this day, her death is so like, it's just hard to really, I don't know, to accept, I guess you could say. It just seemed just so strange how it all happened. And I don't know. And I know it's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, and how so many people benefited, or certain people benefited from her demise. And it's just crazy because to this day, she passed away in 2001, and it's 2026, and there's still no one like her, still no one that sounds like her, replaced her at all. Like, that absence has been felt since she left.
What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you get up or try again if I hesitate to let you in? Now would you be yourself or play a role? Tell all the boys or keep it low. If I say no, would you turn away or play me off? Or would you stay home? Then dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. 'Cause mercy knows a sin. You can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. I'm into you, you into me, but I can't let it go so easily. Not till I see what this could be eternity or just a week. But your chemistry is off the chain. It's perfect now, but will it change? This ain't a yes, this ain't a no. Just do our thing. We see how it goes. Oh, yeah, both and try again. You can dust it off and try again. 'Cause if at first you don't succeed, You can dust it off and try again. Touch yourself off and try again, try again. I might be shy on the first date. What about the next date? Huh? 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 I said, you don't wanna throw it all away. I might be bugging on the first date. What about the next date? Huh? 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 And at first you don't succeed. Then dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. Cause if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again, try again.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what has gotten into me with the singing. I need to chill out. This is supposed to be a serious, heartfelt, sentimental video, of an art piece dedicated to one of my favorite artists, and I'm up here wilding out, clowning like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna do no more singing, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. No more of that, okay? For any viewers that may not know, her uncle Barry Hankerson was married to Gladys Knight, famous, R&B soul singer. And Aaliyah used to perform with Gladys Knight when she was younger. Yeah, Gladys Knight used to bring a young Aaliyah up on stage with her. Another cool fact is Aaliyah's dad is Jamaican American. My favorite song by Aaliyah is One in a Million, but the remix version. I love the remix version. Shout out to Timbaland because some of his best beats, in my opinion, he gave them to Aaliyah. One in a Million remix. I love that song featuring Genuine. And Timbaland and Missy also made appearances on the song. I just love the beat. I love the beat. I love. I just love how atmospheric the beats were that Timbaland did in this era, this One in a Million era. It was very atmospheric. Some songs I felt like I was outside in the forest. Like I feel like I heard crickets and birds chirping and everything. I was just like, oh, we outside. Like this is interesting. I like this. It kind of like transport you to another place, so you can really, to me, like capture that vibe of what they was trying to create. It was just dope and really ahead of its time. Another reason why I like One in a Million remix, the love song, but it don't sound like a love song. Like she don't sound like the typical woman on a song that's in love with somebody or falling in love with somebody. Like she sounds kind of like sad. Like it sounds like it has like kind of like a dark edge to it, which I find very intriguing because it's just like, are you sure you feel this way about this dude? Because you don't sound too thrilled. But that gave it that mysterious, intriguing sound, that difference, that uniqueness, and it stands out. It's a classic, of course, but I prefer the remix version because more of an edge that I like. I like how the song is contrasting with her tone of her voice and the beat and the sound. It's kind of gritty. That's pretty much it. And I just hope, Aaliyah continues to rest in peace and yeah, her legacy lives on. Forever and ever. I'm sorry, I'm not crying. I'm not crying, y'all. I'm just, just a little emotional, okay? Yay.
Hey, boy, you make me float. Boy, you really get me high. Ooh, 'cause you serve me on a regular. Boy, you need to tie this rope before we drift any deeper. Baby, now hold me close. Let's take this overboard. Now I want you to rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Work it in the middle. Work the middle, work the middle. Change positions on me. Now stroke it, baby. Stroke it for me, stroke it for me. Ooh, baby, I love your stroke. 'Cause you get me where I'm going. And true, you'll get my boat. 'Cause I believe you know just what you're doing now. Baby, now we can coast. Let's coast. Let's coast. And put that thing in overdrive. Rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Work it in the middle. Work it, baby, work it. Change positions on me. Now stroke it, baby. Stroke it for me, stroke it for me. Rock the boat, rock the boat. Work it in the middle. Work the middle, work the middle. Change positions on me. Now stroke it, baby. Stroke it for me, stroke it for me, stroke it for me. Ooh, stroke it, baby, stroke it, baby. Ooh. Stroke it. There is something I want you to for me. Ooh, see yourself like you never ever used it before. Explore my body till you reach the shore. Equally for more. Oh, ooh, work it, baby, work it, baby. Ooh, change, baby. I want you to. Ooh, work it, baby. Change. Yeah, stroke it for me, stroke it for me.
Thank you for watching. You see how I lost it? I cracked myself up. I hope y'all can find some joy, humor. I know some fans of Aaliyah have a melancholy, response to the Rock the Boat song for obvious reasons. So hopefully I can make somebody laugh, because I definitely made myself laugh and I just decided to keep it in the final draft. Hope y'all enjoyed this video and you continue to have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, I'm out.